every vote. And our microphone will voice the views of the delegates. You are your parents.
Nsiabo ebre ason se yesi nkonwa ne de nsamodo a etwago ebre wo na nwumre die titiri no egina de esi wo na wotwe no mu nyina no a ye friend weekend review me din e de piesie ladi me mamu nyina dwom ensam no ye nkomwe ye hyase every new patriotic party MPP amanyoko no emo esan omaba na ewo ho no enti eye Ghana police ahene akọ MPP headquarters ni wonum akodi enkomo na meka se na abato commission so eka ho bi owura George Ekufudampare eye omayi police sahene de tudwa se de obeye bia wana ho odin mu a obeye ama ododo amamo democracy adadi bia obeye ewo bra wo hwe ede bambo soronko aboa ama abato ewe ya November 4 MPP amayoko no etumi akoso.
Today we are here to take another step to deepen our democratic practices. This time around, in connection with the internal elections of the new Patriotic Party. We've worked with the party for nearly 2 years now in its quest to position its leaders from all the levels, constituency, regional, national, and now in the domain of working towards electing a presidential candidate. The first leg we worked together, and in August we were able to have a successful first leg of that exercise. And we have November 4th ahead of us for the final leg of that exercise. And we look forward also to early next year to work with you as you work towards selecting your parliamentary candidate. We've done the same for the other major political party, the NDC, and it has been successful all at this level. And we want to use this opportunity to thank all the political parties, and today the MPP in particular, for cooperation extended to us, for us to create a platform in an engaged fashion to work together to deepen our democracy. That is all what we require for Ghana to continue to be a beacon of hope in a sub-region and in the African continent and beyond, and for people to continue also to learn from us as we continue to make this country great and strong. Having said that, we want to assure you that on the 4th, we are going to give you an overdose of security, and it will be excellent. It will be awesome. All what we require from you is to support us for each and every one of us to play its role. And then with that, we'll be able to ensure that the police will do their work, the EC will do their work, and all the people who will be voting across the country will also come out freely, willingly to vote. And all the agents will also do what they're supposed to do.
Jumedie no ase no abato komisa na musini na wo honum sabre no ene owura Samuel Tete ono so kire ahobo abato komisa no abo wo ho ama abato no.
The engagements with the security services as well as the elections committee of the NPP has actually gone on well, and we are looking forward to have the final selection of a presidential candidate on the 4th of November. We are almost close to the date, and the commission is not leaving any stone unturned. We are doing all what we could to make the election successful. We also plead with other stakeholders. We know how the police has actually been working. We know how the elections committee has also been working very hard. we plead with all stakeholders to join the commission to have a very successful elections come November 4th. Thank you.
Na MPP amanyoko no abato committee dwemtreni ene Professor Aaron Mike Okwe ono so dia wode so nie.
That the regulations which they have all signed to and which we are going to make available to the police, already available to the East, is going to be the blueprint of the process. Anyone who disregards this on that day should be dealt with according to law. We want to establish that this country is a lawful nation. And for that matter in particular, the NPP is an advanced party. We claim to be the fathers and mothers of democracy in Ghana, and we will always continue to do so. Therefore, we must act in a manner that is in conformity with the relevant claims that we make. We therefore urge you to ensure that you do your work accordingly. There will be no no-go areas in this process.
Yentwaso ewo NPP amanyoko no ne nabato emo na ansa na yenko Trade Union Congress emra womo dwadifo edwaku feku ewo omayi emo na Anthony Yauba ono na etrefo a odano ana atrefo owodwumako yi emo wose IGP Ghana Police Ahene Kayi Kokeri wayade ewo ne modem mu a wobo ewo mayi mo.
We appreciate it. Not, in fact, not only us. The Trade Union Congress represents, as head of organized labor, over 1.2 million unionized workers. If you add those in GPRTU and other informal associations, that's huge. So as I said the last time, coming first, the whole match, we didn't win. I think it was a draw. And you were expecting the same draw today. I would like to assure the leadership of Ghana Police Service that we at the TUC will continue to work with you. Because that is the only way we can exercise our constitutional rights without getting into trouble. And if somebody says that we are in charge of peace of this country, we don't want any trouble for you and your members, engage us so that you can exercise your rights without getting into any trouble. The person hasn't said anything wrong. That is why I want to assure you, we will continue to work for you. And anytime you call us, we will be there. And today's response confirms what I have just said. So again, on behalf of my colleagues, we would like to thank the leadership of Ghana Police Service for inviting us for the away match. We are ready for the match. So on this note, I'll hand over the mic back.
And some way, Ebetodra Elbra IGP, Oni Okuyo Ekodi Nkomo, na wa ji adwentre afa bronya ya yebeba so ya na bronya yebeba so ehon bambo eno na wurei e de atodwa ehon no na IGP enso e de todwa se police nu a opese ekoso omayi mo no opese eye enipa ni nipa police oman ni omanfo police democracy ododo amamo police any police ya emu beda ho fine.
And even if he's greeting you, you are not sure whether you are the one. And even if he says it's you, you don't want to know that it is you. But here is the case that you come to our premises and you feel so at ease that you don't want to go away. It is another phase. Because we are creating a police of the people, by the people, and for the people. And we said with that time, Mama, that we are your servants. So how can the servant be feared? You bring somebody to come and serve you in your house, and you are afraid of the person. Then who is the boss? That narrative will change on our watch. and it will be enduring for generations to come, so that people will always know the police is to be serving the people and not to be lording over them.
Free ho na yenko ensafu from fango adwuma no mu na wadi dwuma soronko bi a yenhyiemu ama wasoeso agene afagana ye fango ene eho adwuma ye ho se emfie edunue emfaso bɛn ene ɔhaw bɛn na ewemu enam so ama mpanifo ani ntini etwetwowuru akɔhɔ no mo na mmrahye badwamu dwamtreni na be de akire a wodi kan first deputy speaker of parliament right honorable Joseph Osei Joe Wise enono okodwumadie no ase wase Ghana eho behia se nyina keka bomo yesuesu agene hwe kwan a yebefa so a yeman no ebetumpon.
I think the problem and not just complaining, which has been our trend as a people problem, and we just complain but PC took the initiative to take the steps to ensure that rather than importing welders from Nigeria and elsewhere, Ghanaians were trained to the level which they can take advantage. That's a very good initiative and I commend you for that. But I think we should do more. It should not be acceptable to us that some 15 or nearly 20 years ago since we discovered oil, the companies continue to insist that they don't have the expertise to employ a certain class of people. I don't think there's anybody who needs 20, 30 years to be trained. Indeed, we should rearrange our system and ensure that local content also focuses on training the critical staff, which we often import, as we have done with the welders. I think we should zoom in on identify the ones we can and focus on making sure that the money that is being paid to people from outside, and often it's huge when you look at their cost outlay, you see that the staff, the alleged experts, often take a lot more than they pay us because we are the lowest end. I encourage PC to look at that and discourage or refuse to accept that we don't have expertise. After 15 years, if you haven't trained expertise, it's your problem. But we insist that these positions should go to the Ghanaians.
Ehono ena Dr. Matthew Poko Prempo ye Ghana hodeni aswafo enso edi tudwa se dwumako bia enhyiemu bia feko bia no ewo se brano no wode bibi to ho no ma broni fe no enhyehyeye anase enhyehyeye a ebeboa amoafa so edi dwuma eno na bema dwumadie no enka nkro etimi apie.
That as a regulator, if you don't show spine, you'll be abused. And people that work in the regulatory sphere, maybe not like politicians, but people who decide to go and work in petroleum commission, particularly National Petroleum Authority, example, EPA, Energy Commission. People who go and work in these specific entities I've mentioned should be holier than holy, should be more patriotic than the word patriotism. Because, right, the politician, you are already labeled before somebody enters your office, whether you've done something bad or good, you are labeled. But if the regulator also can be bought and sold, then we are dead. So I think that at the back of LI, the amendment 2435, never again must we hear that all contracts are going to specific entities. Never again must we hear that, LI 2345 has given the chance, the regulatory power, for the regulator to ensure that many more different Ghanaians also enjoy from this our oil find.
Yanko Ghana Emra Emom Afia pem hankron edi okrom ye 1992 constitution no wokọ University of Ghana suapom a ekuo bi wo honom a omoji adwenkyere afa emra no so obesesem de wo so yifiri mu ne de wo so de ehyem ne no na enkane Supreme Court temuafo Reverend Supreme Court temuafo Justice William Atuguba ekọ ho no ni susu ya wo de etudwa ene se nipa binum wo hwa de wo ba atemu adwuma no mu a omo ya amanyofo omo bibi omo ye bia no omo fo mo amanyosem ensie ne no ne ade ba ko a eha Ghana atentenene
Oman Ghana adihye dodo na enene odo asem be kwakopi mu asem ni bia na atenie ni beba no na onwunwi efa ho nanumu na opani bia emre bi no ye judge panipa ewo Oman Court Batan Justice William Atukuba ababonten ababechiri mi se o hwe enipa hodo bia amanyofo abon din ede omkopi mu court ahodo so onkongodi djuma eka ho bi na pepepe ya aka ni bi na ekoso ewo Oman Court ahodo no eka miaya se nipa bi de wonsa nam ho enumu na opani kasa no wochem se omani betimi asini dada mu pa na ateni atimi akọ se ne se ekwa na hu akohia pa oman Ghana adihye nyina ebehwa na afia pema hankunu adiokunu mienu amamra edi bi oman eye nsakraye afrim se be ya tumi ahodo a enipa bi ekura wo mem no ye betimi ateso.
If you have a court that is not independent and honest in principle, this type of directive is not going to solve anything. It empanel a whole lot of politically inclined justice. What will be the effect? Nothing.
The problem is putting too much power into the hands of the executive. I don't know why people feel that that is a democracy. You waste people's time. You go and queue and vote. In the end, you've surrendered the power to just a few people. How democratic is this? And when they are misbehaving, they use the same constitution. You can't do anything. If you don't take care, they'll rather face you with their Christian and whatnot, oppress you, and continue. So, we need to re-examine that constitution and put in place really independent institutional bodies. If the president or a minister has no hand in the appointments, and the appointing body itself is constituted in such a way that it cannot be compromised or pushed about.
Ghana atoyenchemu aboafo Nadmo and Volta River Authority akambo maya baako tuhu asra Ghana manfo se mutum dan wa hye ni mutum onipa nuane nipa yenye bi moa woni nano akoso modam nsuo no etue ya abefa won mafia onya baabi mpu entena
sense of normalcy to your life. Can't imagine the challenges that you are going through. Can't find quality water to drink. The relief items include water and other things that we need to find a way to target you as teachers and to support you in the midst of this crisis. What I want to assure you of is that we're going to work with the regional minister, the NP, district chief executive, everybody here are targeting you and your specific needs so that we can support you in the midst of this great challenge. I've heard of the various challenges. I wanted to moderate this myself.
We are grateful to the VRE for this collaborative efforts to help our people who have been affected downstream the Akosombo Dam. So far, NADMO really appreciates the contributions and efforts of VRE because otherwise there would have been some difficult challenges that we would have encountered as emergency response agency, looking at the magnitude of the effect of the people downstream. So VRE, we are grateful. It's been challenging, and we see the efforts he put in. The two deputy CEOs, the Honorable Kenata and the Honorable Kenzo, have all played integral parts. And from the get-go, the simulation collaborations we did, exercise down hustle, that actually got the people well informed, even though they disbelieved what we were saying. But they got them prepared for this occurrence. Hence, the statement by the deputy CEO that there's not been any record of fatality as of now. That is a good effort that we have done. Going forward, they're going to pose some of the questions to you on Engineer Kenata. Some as to when the end is coming. Some ask me, is there a way that NADMO can pump the water away? I have responded that if it were ordinary floods, we would have been able to do that. But if you were to go to the place and you expect us to pump that water away, is something that... But one key thing that I've been asked, which I think I should put before you, engineer, and your team, is the way forward. Are we going to have another water retention area downstream the Akosombo Dam going into the future? Lakpon Dam is supposed to be a retention point, which maybe you're using for power generation. Are we going to have another one so that in case of this, there's going to be a collection point, and then the effect wouldn't be as dire as we're experiencing today? Maybe the engineers and other people of VRE will respond to that. NADMO, we are ready to continue with this support and collaboration as a disaster response agency, and not NADMO alone. We are a coordinating agency. As engineer said, we are working in partnership with all the respondent agencies, the Ghana Navy, the 48 engineers, the Ghana Police, Ghana Fire Service, Service, and all of them. We are in there doing all we can to ensure that the people are safe. Last one, we are grateful to the individuals and NGOs and organizations that have seen the need to support our brothers and sisters that have been caught up in this situation. And the support is overwhelming. We are grateful that you're supporting. The state is doing its work. VRA is doing a lot. 20 million commitment plus other things. We will need more. If you're still there, Oliver Twist, let's come and support our brothers and sisters in these 9 districts.
Yenina ehwa baby atoyenchem asi Akosombo Dam spillage no ho ensensem na Dr. Yao ose dutwum a oye Ghana sofo a oye nwumasuansem no so de eye emo bag maako ahanan aduonum 450 a ensuo ka ho a ode akoma akyerkyerefo a omo ho akyere wo mo e wompotem ho.
To your life, can't imagine the challenges that you are going through. Can't find quality water to drink. The relief items include water and other things that we need to find a way to target you as teachers and to support you in the midst of this crisis. What I want to assure you of is that we're going to work with the regional minister, the MP, district chief executive, everybody here are targeting you and your specific needs so that we can support you in the midst of this great challenge. I've heard of the various challenges. I wanted to moderate this myself so that I can look you in the eye and hear from you directly. And I'm happy that I was able to do that. I've heard the challenges. So I just want you to know that we are here because of you. And we've heard you. From here we're going to have a meeting where we look at all the issues, immediate issues, medium-term issues, long-term issues, and how we can confront all of them. I want to thank you for your service to Ghana. I want to thank you, all those who have to even go by boat to your assignment duty post every day. I want to thank you.
Yeah, fine. Thank you.
You are studying, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm glad you get the opportunity to study. My name is Dr. Yao. I'm the Minister for Education. You are serious about learning. You are still writing. That's good. So today, We want to wish you well and see how best we can support you and your parents one day go back home and live a normal life that what you're experiencing now. So we'll make sure we bring you some more reading books, pencils, pens, and other things. We can on behalf of the Ministry of Education, we hand over 430 bags of rice, water, mackerel, oil, for the support of those who are affected and the students who are affected. We hope we will manage to do this. Thank you so much.
Onumunyanfo asenso buache eye bantama abaton person so mrahye bejani ono aso na ye oso afo hwe enwuma ne adansi ensam so na paso so fo no abona baso a enya asam keto akra enum no ogina ho akase oman beye ye oman betumpon a efrimene wo ubi concordia ibi victoria enkabomu ema hoden
Ni Honorable Francis Asenso Boachi ne o kire se empuntu obetimi akoso wo memu a e so obi bia aboa se be ya ibetimi akekere o man Ghana amana be ye krabehwe
Ghana is a developing country afena ye develop nti your normal be atosinia ye try say e be improve e be correct no last week na me wo Europe na hwe nkure wo ho ene enoma o man ye no ho a it be cried over 100 years, 200 years. No, that's what that's what some several of them. It is what you say, yeah, catch you cry. Now it will take time. And it said be leaders are or more dream your mind on Puntu on a man of console. Between this development na yeah penal. Aba. Now the mechanic say yeah na yabotre. Me buy and bet you medium say no more brain and cost. The canon so any hosa. I will tell you everything that you do, I buy a tax to. Na no money or more into Juman. Na a walk Ghana idea na a beer pesa buy baby man. A band so no, we need to be a coffee baby or yana to work a clear be free a month for him in a day. The message say, man for better abans, you say, development no, and yet a bank one at the bar. A year or man, you know, said, the kind of buffoon say a year shared responsibility would be our part to play. When you are, the way you might necessarily bind your task a car, and so too. And I bind so no, me so make a home. Let's just say, a man for to a task and so will be what you may do tax management need revenue mobilization. Let's just say on the year.
Like I say, we're in legacy. Almost years. The little area, yeah.
Yanko Asiya ehe ahonidi ensam sometre sanitation ministry and sanitation and water ministry. Mrs. Charlotte Akwa Eje eye adwuma e wo ho no mo a wo ye managers ema programs numedia ekoso e wo ho o se Ghana sika e wo ball mu pa nti ye fi ye ni ehwe yi a ni padodo no abetimi enya sika ene adwuma aye e wo asoye a ehwe baller so ebra ye dan ye wura ye baller ye koto aguo
Luncheon I course no etipa na dadwumadie so keep Kumasi clean. Let's serve in partnership between Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly and Man Communicated Dila Webara Ata. One more chance European Union and I would for dwumadie no ehwoka. Na wo dwumadie no abra owura Yere Charlotte akwa ajay and some job for kasa no chire mu se. Da bia no adechi bia enwura Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly ono wetimi bua no esesegu yie no 1200 tons a so mutimi manage and I said discover Bromopa at the Juman so abre and crankre. Say and no church and semu a fire.
They offer us a platform to advocate and create the needed awareness of the importance of improved environmental sanitation to the public health and socio-economic development of our city and the country. And also the need to ensure safe collection of our waste, reuse it, recycle, and create wealth and jobs from our waste that we generate in our central business districts. I must indicate without any hesitation that the required enabling environment now exists, especially in technology and innovation, and therefore we must make the desired effort to improve cleanliness in our cities. We will need to do things differently. We can't do business as usual. We cannot throw our waste anywhere. We cannot do indiscriminate dumping. We can get a lot of value from our waste. Waste is wealth.
Head of Operations Emma European Union Delegate no Ora Masimomina wano so ekasai ekyire mu se dwumadi a won mapa ho ntuma mpanyinfo mo ani kɔ ho na oyɛ ntotoye ye betimi aboa pa.
A cleaner city with improved health and less floods, which results from the waste obstructing the drainage system. Mr. Mayor, I would like to conclude by congratulating the Metropolitan Assembly, the trainees, and all participants to the project. I wish the city of Kumasi full success with its new green solid waste collection system.
Sanso ena onumanyamfo Samuel Pine we Kumasi Mayor wadna ni manyam kopie dwumadi no ase a wɔkasa kyese dwumadi akoso nani asopa sei no no so de tuudwa.
Be ye free ho. Ye free ho no so no ye pese wiase nyina hu se baller sebi enye wura na yesika elunti emfidi a ye compactor truss nwotwe any containers be apima yensa kan de be yesa adwuma no ye bechem emienu ba ko ebefa enema nnuane ase ene nneema abode no atimi me pro no ye de no ebekɔ site ye be fertilizer na paper na de ene chensing plastics any bottles and also no ya de beko akoye recycle and am saying no ya be 4 compost sites ya de be fertilizer no and 2 mini recycling plants ya de be recycling no
ne kurakura mu no nana ampofo chei bafo eye asemhene ono so kasai sei na nana ede tuudwa
ama who say good na bo me say be na koso pa they say I want to be kuruma and let union member be chase e bo Kumasi no e me le ji e na wo a sante hene da ye be pino afedano why say ye dia maye esremo e maye no mo calendar e be padda e ka sante abakosi mane de motion obi se bra sante hene be fan ko so jensa e be ba be group Kumasi 1924 if you are dear, most of them more than one boy, a man, it didn't permit that.
Yadamo say, aha, and yadi weekend review no ABCA. Bidi at the PSCA, Ladi, Domino's Vobiscom, Eradia Sumbrian count. TV, Efrinyame.